Alright guys, welcome to today's video. You're welcome to Professor's Chamber. So if you are new in this video, you can do well to like, to share, and do well to subscribe to this video. Okay, so today we are going to talk about multiplication of a matrix. So as you can see, we've discussed addition and subtraction of a matrix in our last video, and in case you don't know how to add and subtract a matrix, you can check. There's a link below the video that you can watch on how to add and subtract matrix. So but today we're going to be talking about multiplication of a matrix. Okay, so this is very simple. So now let's go. In multiplying a matrix, these are the things you should put into consideration. So this is where it is. Now, if you are given a matrix, let's say you are given a matrix A, you can see that is 2, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Now you can see that this matrix has two rows. This is the first row, this is the second row. Understand? And this matrix has two columns. So in multiplication, before a multiplication of a matrix can be possible, you have to multiply it by it has to be row by row. So when the row is equal to the column of the second matrix, when the row is equal to the column of second matrix, then you are good to multiply. But if the row is not equal to the column of the second matrix, then you cannot multiply it. Now take for example, if let's say I have a matrix of A11, A12, then into A21 and A22, then multiply by B11, B12, B13, and B21, B22, and B23. Now, in multiplying this, it is impossible for us to multiply this matrix. Why? Because as you can see here, we have the same number of column. This is a row, it has two rows, and this one also has two rows. But when you check it in column, they are not the same thing, because I'm going to use this one to multiply this one, use this one to multiply this one, so then nothing to use to multiply this one. So before you can successfully multiply a matrix, then the row of the first matrix must be equal to the row of the second matrix, to the column of the second matrix, and the column of the first matrix must be equal to the column of the row of the first matrix. Do you get it? Now this is it. In multiplying this one, we have this is A into 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Now you see, that is A, then my B is, that is 1 minus 1, 8, 4, 1, 0. So now let's multiply. A times B will be equal to, now this is simple, it's going to look like this. This first element here, we multiply this first element here. This second element here, we multiply this second element here. Then this third element in this first row, we multiply the third element in the first column. So let's do. It's going to be 2 multiplied by 1. Then you put your addition sign, plus 1 multiplied by 8. Then plus 2 multiplied by 1. Okay, then that's for this one. Then for the second one, so that's for this one. Then you are going to also use this one to multiply this one to complete this. So you're going to be 2 multiplied by minus 1, then plus 1 multiplied by 4, then plus 2 multiplied by 0. Then you are done. Then you go to the second row. Then you go to second row and use it to multiply the same thing. So it's going to be 6 multiplied by 1, then plus 7 multiplied by 8, then 8 plus 8 multiplied by 1. and then that's we are done. Then for this one, you use this one to multiply this one again. Then you're going to have 6 multiplied by -1 and plus 7 multiplied by 4, then 8 plus 8 multiplied by 0. Then we should give you 2 times 1 will give you 2, plus 1 times 8 will give you 8, then plus 2 times 1 will give you 2. Then for this one, you're going to have -2, then plus 4, then this will give you 0. Then 6 times 1. 6 times 1 will give you 6. 6 times 1 will give you 6. Then plus 7 times 8, which will be 56. Then 8 times 1, which will give you 8. Then 6 times -1 will give you -6. Then plus 7 times 4, which will be 28. Then plus 8 times 0, which will give you 0. So you can add it together and get your final answer. So 8 plus 2, that's 10. Then plus 2, that's 12. Then -2 plus 4 plus 0 is going to give you 2. Then 6 plus 8, that is 14. Then plus 56, that's 70. Then -6 plus 28 will give you 22. So that is the answer. All right. This is another example. That is a matrix of 1, 2, 3, -1, 4, 2, 1, 0, 6, and B 5, -2, -1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1. So first of all, you're going to check whether the row is corresponding to the column. The row of the first matrix is corresponding to the row to the column of the second matrix, and you check whether the column of the first matrix is corresponding to the row of the first matrix. Look at it. This is the row of the first matrix. Check whether it is also this. The row of the first matrix contains 3 elements. So check whether the column of the first matrix also having 3 elements, and check the column of the first matrix whether it's corresponding to the row of the first matrix. So if the column of the first matrix is corresponding to the row of the second matrix, then you can multiply. And if the row of the first matrix is corresponding to the column of the first matrix, then you can multiply. But if it is not corresponding, you cannot multiply. So now the row of this matrix A is corresponding to the column of the matrix of B, so which means we can multiply. So it's going to be the first row multiplied by the first column, second column, third column. Then you do it that same way. So let's go here. So we start 1 multiplied by 5, then you put your plus sign. 2 multiplied by 2, then 2 multiplied by 1. Then you move to the second column. 2, that is 1 multiplied by -2, then 2 multiplied by 3, and 2 multiplied by, that's 3 multiplied by 2. Then go to the third one. 1 multiplied by -1, then plus 2 multiplied by 4, then 3 multiplied by 1. So we are done for the first row. Then for the second column, so it's going to be -1 multiplied by 5, then plus 4 multiplied by 2, then 2 multiplied by 1. Then we'll move to the second one. -1 multiplied by -2, then plus 4 multiplied by 3, then plus 2 multiplied by 2. Then go to the third column in the second matrix. -1 multiplied by -1, then plus 4 multiplied by 4, then plus 2 multiplied by 1. Then for the last row, it's going to be 1 multiplied by 5, then plus this 0 multiplied by 2, then 6 plus 6 multiplied by 1. Then go to the second one. It's going to be 1 multiplied by -2, then 0 multiplied by 3, and plus 6 multiplied by 2, then 0, then 1 multiplied by minus 1, plus 0 multiplied by 4, and plus 6 multiplied by 1. So we go on further to arrange it properly. 5 times 1 is 5, then plus 2 times 2, which is 4, then plus 3, then this will give you minus 5, plus 8, then plus 2 times 1, which is 2, then here will give you 5, then plus 0, then plus 6. Then go to the next one. 1 multiplied by negative 2 is negative 2, then plus 6, then plus 6 also. Then negative 1 multiplied by negative 2 is going to give you 2, then plus 4 multiplied by 2 is 12, then plus 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Then 1 multiplied by this will give you minus 2, then plus 0 multiplied by 3 give you 0, then plus 6 multiplied by 2 give you 12. Then minus 1 multiplied by negative 1 will give you negative 1, then plus 2 multiplied by 8, 2 multiplied by 4 will give you 8, and plus 3 multiplied by 1 will give you 3. Then negative 1 minus negative 1 will give you 1, then plus 16, then plus 2 times 1 will give you 2. Then this will give you minus 1, then this will give you 0, then this will give you 6. So you add it together. In adding together, this will give you 9, then plus 3, which will give you 12, then this will give you minus 5 plus 8 is 3, then plus 2, that's 5, then 5 plus 6, that's 11, then this from this will give you, that's 10, then this will give you 14, then you have your 18, then minus 2 plus 0 is minus 2, then plus 12, that is 10, then minus 1 plus 8 is 7, then plus 3, that's 10, then 1 plus 16 is 17, then plus 2, that is 19, then minus 1 plus 0 is minus 1, then plus 6, that is 5. So that is that on addition, on multiplication of matrix. I hope you understand.